So how's it going, everyone? It's that Blue Abarth here, and welcome back to, well, I can't believe this, another car review. And that's right, we're getting car reviews back to back, but I cannot complain because recently we've had some very cool cars indeed, and we've still got tons more to do actually. Now today we are doing another Abarth. I can't hide that, and I won't keep it a secret because we're doing another Abarth. But this isn't, well, an Abarth you'd expect. It ain't a 595, it ain't a 124 Spider. So what's the odd one out here? Well, that would be the Abarth Punto. So, without any further ado, let's get started. So, here we are on a very, very windy Friday with an Abarth Punto. And can you believe it? A Punto Abarth sat right here. I mean, I can't believe it. I've never seen a Punto Abarth before. And that's right. I mean, this is probably one of the rarest types of Abarths to ever be created. I mean, I know we've got all the 695s and the classic Abarth racers from the 60s and 70s, but I would say that the Abarth Punto is probably one of the rarer models to ever be made. Because, I mean, how many times have you seen an Abarth Punto on the road? Whether this is the Evo or the Grande or even the SS. I mean, there's just none of them. I mean, the only time I've seen this car is when I went to one of the meets quite a while back, and that was the only time I ever seen it. So to actually have it here today right in front of me for a video is just crazy. Now, just like the previous video, we're also going to go around it, mention some mods and stuff like that, and then, well, pretty much we're going to do all of the same things that we did in the previous one. And we've also got the keys. The owner was very, very nice and kind to give us the keys for this video, so big props to them for that. And we're going to be able to hear some noise from this thing. So, well, I don't want to waste any time. Let's get started and, well, start off with the front of the car. Now, as I said, this thing is extremely rare. I mean, it feels sort of like an oasis in the desert. If I get closer, I feel like it's just going to vanish. But no, it's entirely real, and this is happening. So, let's start off with the front bumper of the car. Now, this is a very, very nice design. Oh, hands are shaking like crazy there. Must be the excitement. But yeah, so this is a very, very nice car from the front. I mean, the front bumper is super smart, really aggressive. And I mean, honestly, Abarth never disappoint when it comes to making their cars look super, super crazy and, well, just sporty. I mean, I'll put a picture up on screen of what a normal Punto looks like, and then you can definitely see the differences between this and that. And, well, obviously we have the signature Abarth logo on front of the car. I mean, you can't mistake it for anything else. You've got these super sleek headlights with these awesome, like, I think they're the running lights or fog lights. Either way, they look really, really good, especially with the cover around them and then the actual mesh grille itself. It's so, so sweet and really, really good looking. I mean, I never thought an Abarth Punto would look as good as this. And also we've got this black, like, arch trim going across into the underside of the bumper. It just looks really, really good. I mean, also, a really interesting thing is that this Punto, or many of the Abarth Puntos, actually wear a square license plate, which, I mean, that is pretty interesting for sure. I mean, I don't think I've ever seen a car with a square license plate, so that's pretty cool indeed. And I mean, I just want to say, for a 58 plate car, this is extremely clean. And I'll just try and make sure this is in shot, because I'm actually like looking at it off the camera more than I am on the screen, so I'm kind of like not showing it as much as I should. So I'll make sure that I can get this in there, because you guys got to see this. This is a crazy car. So yeah, like I said, the front of the car is really, really nice, really smart, and I mean, the bonnet as well is super, super clean. I mean, if we just go into the paint here, I don't know how well you guys can see it, but it is super, super nice. There's not an imperfection in this paint. And like I said, for a 58 plate car, it is extremely minty fresh, which is super surprising. But hey, I mean, if the owner takes care of the car, then it's going to look good. And I mean, well, as you can see, it has had care put into it. So, moving to the side of the car, as you can see, it doesn't lack any aggression. It actually has tons of awesome shape and design. And like I said, I mean, some of it is mods that have been put on the car to make it look really good, but it's just kind of, you know, the Abarth fashion really to make a car look awesome. So there's quite a few things that are going on with the side of the car. So, well, let's get started with the most pretty obvious and probably the best thing, the wheels. Now, we've actually had a back-to-back, like, pretty awesome wheels on these Abarths. I mean, in the previous video we had the Bowler B1s in white, they looked fantastic, and now we have SS wheels on a Grande Punto, which looks absolutely great, especially dressed in these Toyo Proxys. They look absolutely amazing, and with the red calipers too. I believe that's stock. If it isn't, then they've been painted really well, but I'm pretty sure they are. We've also got a little badge or like sticker there. I'm not sure what that says. I think that says tarmac, which is pretty nice. And well, as you can see, we've also got tire text, which is always a big thumbs up. I love tire text. I mean, obviously got it on my Abarth, and it's just a must do. Honestly, it looks so good. And as you can see, this is absolutely lowered. It is on its backside, but it looks fantastic for it. Now, with Abarths, we all know they have very stiff suspension. Now, I'm not sure if the Grande Punto or any of the Punto Abarths follow that same sort of formula of very sporty suspension and very harsh ride. Now, as you can see, it is, like I said, absolutely lowered to the ground. So whether this affects how it rides, I'm not sure, but for aesthetics, it looks fantastic. I mean, that is just for sure. And now moving to the front wheel, we can obviously see that amazing Brembo brake caliper, and that is something I would absolutely love on my car. Brembo brakes are just fantastic. I mean, you cannot deny they are the ultimate brakes, and they just work with any car. I mean, if proper performance cars have them, then it's just criminal to not put them on a Abarth. So that is stock, because well, there are many different trims and, well, like models of the Abarth Punto. There's actually more than the 595, which is very surprising. But I mean, hey, I mean, for a car that's as unique as this one is, I suppose it is kind of, well, pretty cool to know that you can buy more than one trim. So like I said, this is the Grande Punto, so there's quite a lot of sporty accents and nice little angles and bits and bobs on it, but pretty much it is very modified, that is for sure, but it looks good for it. So moving on to that, well, very obvious livery here, and this is where the car shines. Well, that's what I've got to say anyway, because I absolutely adore this Martini livery. And that's right, we have got a Martini livery on a Punto Abarth. I mean, that is just something I never thought I'd be saying before, because they're just two really unique things. To see them together is even cooler. Now, I absolutely love how it does mimic the original Abarth stripe style, where it fades off into the back of the car, but it's just Martini. What else is there to say? It's the coolest racing brand ever, along with Golf, so to have it on this car is perfect. I mean, you've got to have a white car really for Martini, and then obviously a light blue car for Golf, so this works really well. And the vinyl as well is like top-notch quality. I mean, there's no peeling, there's no like imperfections, it's just super nice. And well, we have also got the Abarth side badge located near the rear arch, which looks fantastic as always. And funnily enough, we actually have the I don't know if you guys can see that, we have the vintage Fiat logo on the window there, which is well, pretty interesting. I mean, this car is old, but not old in the sense where it's like rickety old. It's old as in it's like a classic kind of car. And it kind of was. I mean, the Abarth Punto was sort of a classic performance car among the hot hatches. And, well, it kind of partnered really well with the 500 back in the day, because obviously the 595 came out later with the Series 4. So the 500 Abarth and the Punto Abarth were an excellent combination, and really allowed tons of hot hatch drivers to experience something completely new and, well, very different for sure than your average Fiesta ST or anything like that. So I also really love this black trim that goes all the way across the car and all around the car as well. That does look really nice indeed, and I just can't get over those wheels. I think that combination of Toyo Proxys and SS wheels look fantastic. And as well, they've also got that Abarth centre cap, which looks so good. That's what I love about SS wheels, they just look fantastic. So can't also ignore the like the smoked out indicator there, which looks fantastic. I wonder if that does like the Audi style indicator style thing. I just said style twice. I don't know what I'm doing. I think it's because this car is just so overwhelming, so I'm just struggling here. Any Abarth is really. I get too excited with any Abarth, so I'm trying my best. But we've also got of course, Team Heco wind deflectors. It is criminal to not have them on an Abarth, or it's just, you know, something you've got to do because, hey, Team Heco wind deflectors are awesome. Why would you not have a pair? And they fit really, really well. So, I think that's enough time on the side. Well, actually, we need to do the customary That Blue Abarth petrol cap check. Way, there we go. We have a Competizione fuel cap, which is a big thumbs up from me for sure. That looks fantastic in there, and it's just so much better to have that instead of the regular one. Saves you time and, you know, fiddling with it and then trying to get the key in and locking it. Don't need any of that when you could just simply screw it off. Fantastic fuel cap that is, and I absolutely love that that's been done. So, moving on to the back of the car, which is where, well, as you can see, there's quite a lot of nice goodies on it, especially the wide, massive arches. I mean, take a look at that side profile and those arches. It's combined with that black trim, they look massive, which is what I love about this car. It is so, so wide and really separates it from the regular Punto. Now, as you can see, the main thing is this gigantic twin pipe on the back of the car. Now, the owner did say they're not sure if that is stock, so any of you guys with a Punto Abarth out there, is that a stock exhaust? I mean, we'll start it up in a second and have a look, but yeah, if any of you guys have one of these and do know if it is stock or not, then just let me know in the comments, because it looks pretty mental and pretty awesome too. So either way, stock or modified, it looks great. And we've also got this custom Abarth show plate, which looks fantastic. I always love that. And the whole back of the car really is just really nice. Now, the owner did tell me as well they have Evo lights on the back of this. So this is from a higher up model, I believe. So they look really, really nice. I like the design of them and how clear they are, especially with that black like little design going around them. That looks really, really sweet. So I'm not going to lie to you guys, I don't know much about Abarth Puntos. I should have said that at the start, I know, but I'm just not really gelled up on them. I'm more of, well, a 595 type of guy. So I am kind of learning as I go really, but it's just so, so cool to see one of these in the flesh. So moving on to the rest of the car really. Continuing on with that really nice black trim that goes into the diffuser. We do have a diffuser as well, which is really nice. Got those three little fins at the bottom there, which really complements the exhaust. And the reflectors too look really, really good. And just the whole back end of this car is super nice. I mean, of course, the Abarth badge as well, and that windscreen is really, really nice actually. I like the design of it and the way it goes into the lights. It reminds me of the older style Fiesta ST, which I really like the back end of that as well, so that's really, really cool to see. Now, I think it would look cool with a badge there, maybe like Grande Punto or SS or something like that. I usually know they're in the middle there, so either way though, the clean, flush look at the back of this is definitely not a bad style at all. We've also got a modified wing up top here, which is put on the car, like I said, well, modified, I think that says enough. But yeah, that is really, really nice. That, I think that looks really cool, and it in black as well looks really great. Complements the back of this car just a lot, and it does also contribute to the side profile of it. I mean, you can really see that that is, well, there. It looks really, really good, and I think that suits the car, well, just a lot. And of course, we've got this lovely Abarth sticker since 1949. They've just been delivering cars that are just fantastic for all these years. Big thumbs up for Abarth. They're just a fantastic company. You can't get sick of Abarth because the cars are just fantastic. I mean, you've got that and then this, just an amazing company for sure. So, same again on this side as well. Very, very nice, very clean, and we've got a nice little shark fin up there, which looks great as well. And let me tell you guys, this car has had 4 owners. Can you believe that? 4 owners. I mean, I couldn't. When I was told that, I was like, no, you're joking. Because it looks like it's only had 2, because of how clean it is. I mean, like I said, I can't get over this. A 58 plate car, and it looks this good. Literally, no damage, no decay, no paint chips. It just looks super clean. Like it's come out of an Abarth gallery almost. It's so, so sweet. So, that's the outside of the car done. It's time to move on to the inside because, oh, I'll tell you what, the title does not lie when I say the seats are something special. So, let's get in there, away from this horrible wind, and I'll see you guys in a second. So here we are on the interior of the Abarth Punto, and that just feels so weird to say. I mean, considering how rare these cars are, it's quite an opportunity to actually get inside one of these and just review one as well. So with respect for the owner, I won't sit in the car because I don't know, it just feels wrong in a way. Even if I had permission from them, it just feels a bit weird. So I'll just stand outside it, but as you guys can still see quite a lot. So, oh dear me, I've just been attacked by this door. The wind is getting a lot stronger, so it keeps wanting to attack me, which is, well, different, that's for sure. I've never been attacked by an Abarth door, but I guess I can add it to the list of things in life. But let's actually start with the door card. So, taking a look at the door card, it looks extremely nice. And we've got this lovely material here, which is normal on every Abarth door, really. But then we've got this awesome leather material on the door card, which no 595 wears. So it's extremely cool to see a leather and Alcantara split door card, which is really, really nice. I mean, I love this little stitched bit here. Looks really, really great, and I bet that's comfortable when you open the door. And we've also got Pioneer down there, which, if you guys don't know, most of the older Abarths used to wear Pioneer and Alpine is in my car, so I imagine Pioneer is just as good as Alpine, because I mean, most of the like earlier Abarth audio systems were just fantastic and you couldn't go wrong with them. So it's nice to see it in this one too. As for the rest of it, we've also got this fantastic looking Abarth Punto wheel, which looks very, very similar to the Series 3 500 wheel, which is nice to see. On it as well, we've got all the little controls too, and is that the Microsoft logo? We've got a Windows logo here. Not sure what that is, but that's something new to me for sure. We've also got a very cool looking dashboard here, or instrument cluster, and it's nice to see a pair of analog clocks, because you can't go wrong with a pair of normal classic clocks, and they look fantastic too. 160 on the dashboard there, which this car is quick. Honestly, this car feels like a proper sports car, and it is really. I like this design around here too. Looks like the inside of an exhaust pipe, which looks really, really sick. I love the red accents on the steering wheel too. That looks really, really nice. And come on guys, let me open this door just a little bit more, because you have to see why this car is so fantastic. Look at those seats. Now, I'm not joking here. I honestly think these are the best seats an Abarth has ever had. And you can fight me on it. Honestly, you can have a right go at me in the comments, but I don't care, man. These seats are amazing. Look at them. Are they even better than Seatbelts? It feels criminal to say, but honestly, look at them. They are honestly some of the nicest seats I've ever seen in, well, anything in a good while. I mean, we've got this lovely design here with the Abarth logo in it, and that is, I believe, a print on this lovely material, just the same as it is on the dashboard. And we've got this awesome stitched material on the seat, with, of course, the little thing to pull the seat back. But just look at the design of them. They've also got like the material that the Competizione wears on the rear seats, and it is actually on the rear seats as well. These are just such a unique pair of seats, and they look fantastic, honestly. Also loving that Abarth floor mat. That looks really, really good. And we've got this very retro style Abarth like side seal here, or kick plate. That looks really, really nice too. This car is just full of goodies, honestly. It's so, so nice looking. And we've also got a red stitched handbrake, which very similar to mine, but mine wears a white one, and a very nice stock shifter there. That looks extremely sporty with the leather gear gaiter. 6 gears on this, guys. That would be nice if I had a 6 gear, honestly. Cruising on the motorway at 70 and 5th, not ideal. 3,000 RPM, yeah, not very nice. So it'd be nice to have a 6 gear. But the whole design of this dashboard too is really nice. Like, look at that. That is super smart and clean. Again, with that exhaust pipe looking dashboard. And I will go to the other side as well, because I think that is easier to take a look at that with. But the whole interior is just super, super nice. If we try and move the seat back here, oh, that's even easier to do in this. Honestly, this car is just so, so good. Taking a look at the back here, and it seems that they have also put their seatbelt holders in the back of the car as well on the rear seatbelts. Those look really cool as well. Like, if we can zoom on those real quick. Motorsport Italy. Very, very nice indeed. So yeah, the back of the car is just also just as nice as the front. And that goes back like so. Super, super awesome. Let's go to the other side and have a look at the left side of the interior and see what's going on. So the other side of the car here, and check this out. Oh, that feels super good to do. I mean, I've barely ever opened a car with like door handles that go upwards like that, so that's really, really cool. So taking a look at the other side of this car, or the passenger seat side we should say, we've got this awesome leather dashboard. And is this leather? Yeah, it actually is. Real leather stitched in on the dashboard. That is just fantastic. And we've got that lovely silver scorpion badge there, which you cannot mistake for anything else. That looks super, super nice. This whole car is a mix of like performance, sportiness, and well, luxury as well, because honestly there's such a nice array of expensive feeling materials in here. Super, super nice indeed. And there we go, a better look at the dashboard here, and you'll actually see that the sport button is in the middle instead of on the side, which is quite interesting. We also have a boot pop-up, the hazards, and I believe that's to detect the key in the area. Super, super cool. This is such a nice car. So that is pretty much it for the side of the interior, or the passenger side, as to say. How about we start it up? Let's see what it sounds like. Right, so here are the keys, and well, how about we do a start up and let's see what this sounds like. So, key in, no clutch or anything like that, just like mine. Got a really nice little dash design there, really, really cool. And well, let's get it started. Right, I've just asked for the owner's permission to give it a little rev, and let's see what it sounds like. Ooh. That sounds super nice. We've got little bangs and pops on the, well, really low side of the car, which is nice. It means you don't have to absolutely scream it to get any of the noise. And checking out the rest of this dashboard here as well, that looks super, super cool. And yeah, I cannot fault the sound of this car at all. It sounds excellent. And well, first ever time I've heard an Abarth Punto, so I can cross that off the list. So let's just turn this off here. Fantastic little car. I mean, honestly, like I said, I mean, for never seeing one of these in person, this is such an eye-opener to how nice these cars actually are. Right, actually, just before we do the final thoughts here, I've been told it's got a blow-off. So, well, let's hear it. I mean, can never fault a blow-off valve. Get a bit of extra sound for you guys here. Let's see what this sounds like. All right. Oh, wow. Yeah, that sounds fantastic. That sounds like an increased version of my blow-off valve. That sounds really, really good. I mean, can never fault a blow-off valve. Whatever it may be, they always sound fantastic. And that sounds super, super good. And is it all right if we get a bit of noise at the rear? A couple of revs at the rear? Excellent. So we're going to get even more sound here, guys. I mean, well, here we go. Excellent. So if you guys have ever wanted to hear an Abarth Punto, then hey, you can cross it off your list, because here we go. I mean, that is what they sound like. Absolutely excellent. So, like I said, it's time for final thoughts. So here we are back inside the 595, and well, bit different than usual. We usually record the outros of the car reviews, well, outside with the car. But upon returning home and trying to edit the video, well, I found out that the final section was sort of inaudible due to the, well, as expected, high and just really annoying British UK winds that, well, just always are about. And it's so hard to avoid. I was hoping that it would be alright, because usually it kind of is when we record videos at Beechwood, but this time it got really out of hand, and that final thought section was just impossible to hear me over. So I thought I'd re-record it again and give a bit more detail into my final thoughts, and go over a couple of things that I may have missed. So let's get started with my final verdict, and that is a solid 11 out of 10. Just like the Abarth we reviewed in the previous video, it was fantastic. Seeing all of the changes on a Abarth Punto compared to the regular Puntos is insane. Leather and Alcantara everywhere with that beautiful dashboard, the silver Abarth logo, and all of that nice like detail on the door cards. It was fantastic. The analog clocks as well, proper retro classic type of vibe going on, really creates that race race car, more of a sporty and proper performance car, like image and aesthetic. Really love a pair of analog clocks. And the seats, oh my goodness gracious, the seats were the best part for sure. I'll have to include it in the title, guys. I mean, the seats were amazing. I mean, similar sort of style to these, but just cranked up to 11, honestly. The design of it was amazing. I could only imagine how comfy they are too. I bet they're super nice on a long journey. And just in general, they looked like they proper hugged you, like proper race seats. Maybe they are, who knows? I bet they'll be really good on track too. But yeah, overall, fantastic seats. If any of you guys own an Abarth Punto, or just have those seats in general, you've got a proper right gem there, that's for sure. So, onto the rest of the car as well. The exterior was insane. Like I said, with a regular Punto, if you put it next to an Abarth Punto, or that one specifically, you'll see the changes. I mean, the wideness of the arches was insane. That car was just massively wide. Hope I was able to get it on camera too, because it would just look fantastic. There was also spacers on the back. I forgot to mention that. And they did look really good. The fitment of that car was just down to the T, honestly. It was perfect. It looks so good. And as for the rest of the car, just can't fault it at all. The sound, the performance, also the performance was also something I forgot to mention about. And well, pretty much the performance follows the same formula as these do. 1.4 turbo, front wheel drive, and just overall absolutely rapid. I mean, when we was leaving Beechwood Farm, the Punto was in front of me and it pulled away a little bit, and wow, there is some pace in that thing for sure. They say it runs 155 as stock, but I think there's something going on under that hood, you know. I reckon it's pushing more. So who knows, some skullduggery going on there, but it definitely had a pace on it, that's for sure. So if you guys would like to see more Abarth Punto content, then hey, I would absolutely love to do it. And if the owner is watching right now, then I would absolutely love to do maybe like a passenger POV drive, because I would love to sit in the passenger seat and know what it's like to be in a Punto Abarth and see what it's all about. See how different it is to the regular 595. So if you guys want to see that, then hey, you know what to do. Hit that bell, because hey, I'd love to do it. And if it does happen, it's going up straight away. That's for sure. But yeah, pretty much I also have to say a massive props and shout out and a massive thank you as well to the owner for taking time out of their day to come out and let me record the car. Because hey, with there being only 13 Abarth Puntos on the road, it felt like something special for sure. I mean, that's supercar numbers. That's like Lamborghini Cyan numbers, honestly. It's crazy. So yeah, overall, fantastic car. Can't fault it at all. And yeah, pretty much absolutely loved it. Crazy car for sure, and absolutely loved reviewing it. And like I said, if you want to see more of it, then just let me know in the comments below and I'll see what I can do. So pretty much that is everything, guys. Really hope you enjoyed. If you want to see more, well, like I said, hit that bell, like, comment and subscribe. And well, if you want to see more car reviews, we've got something awesome on Tuesday. Certain blue Japanese V6 sports car. So if you guys are excited for that, just like I am, then stick around, because hey, not long to go now. So I'll see you in the future, guys. Have a good one.